Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. This is Bennett podcast, and I'm very happy to have you guys once again. I don't take it for granted. As long as an ear is paying attention to me, it's very valuable. Everyone counts, and everyone has meaning. For you to take your time to stop by, I say a very big thank you. So this is Promise Bennett podcast, and I'm coming to you with I just titled it Wisdom Capsule. I want to drop some little nuggets that I've learned in life. Yes, some little things I've let a summary of what I've learned per time in my daily work every day from learning from people, because I learn through observation. All right. So without wasting your time, I'm just gonna run through it one by one. There are points. There are points in a very great summary. So I'm gonna just list them out one by one, and I'll summarize it to you. So if you're ready with me, let's begin. Quiet is not silence. You see, this is one of the greatest things that people these are the great things. Okay, let me not say this is one of the greatest. Let me say all of them are great ideas, great summaries, and great points. But this one, being quiet, does not mean you are silent. In this life, there are things that we should not misplace certain things for the other ones. All right, quiet is not silence. What is silence? Silence is dormancy. Silence is death. Silence is ability not to function. So we should not most of these points are stated in a way that we should not interpret one thing. We should not misplace one thing for the other. Like in your journey of life, you find out that some people are quiet. That does not necessitate the fact that they are silent. They have what to contribute. They have what to show up for. They have potentials in them. So don't judge a person by the way he's quiet. All right? Quietness is not silentness. Don't look at a person because she's a quiet type of person doesn't mean that she's silent. All right? That's just a summary there. The next one is gentle is not humble. Gentle is not humble. Actually, when you see people acting gentle, gentility is not an attribute. Gentility is a character, is a nature. Being humble is an attribute. It's a quality. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So when someone is gentle, we should not exchange it that the person is humble. Meanwhile, there are people that are gentle and humble. But what I'm trying to say is that from my observation in life, now when someone does not have finances, when some people are broke and poor, they tend to be more gentle and appear humble. But inside them, they are not humble. We should not misplace people that are we should not misplace people that need to be in a position with those that don't supposed to be there. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Somebody may not be gentle. All right? Somebody may be very active. You may be a very active sanguine. You may be a very active person, very competent. But you are humble in heart. We should take observation of these certain things so that we will not misplace people. I've seen people misjudge and misquote some certain innocent folks because of these things. They say, this guy's not gentle. Look at the way he's doing things. He's here, he's there, he's active here, he's pride. He wants to occupy everywhere. He wants to do everything. No, that is a wrong approach. We should not exchange it. We should try to check whether the person has humility. Okay? So when you see, don't exalt a gentle person more than you're supposed to, that he is humble, and abase someone that is active in his nature as someone that's proud. All right, thank you. So quickly, let's move to the next one. Smart is not wise. Being smart does not mean you're wise. When I was growing up, my dad there's something I used to do. I don't want to spend our time, so I'll not give much example, and I'll not tell story. My dad told me one thing one day. He said, use your wisdom and do good. because then I didn't know that I was using my wisdom in a negative way. Yes, in the house I was playing smart. When someone is doing smart, he can think smart, he wants to play sharp sharp. That doesn't mean the person is wise. Don't exchange it. Don't judge someone that is smart to be wise, because smartness is in the brain, wisdom is in the soul. Smartness is in the brain, smartness is in the memory, wisdom is in the mind and in consciousness. Wisdom is is an attribute, is a character. Okay, being smart is something that people generate, maybe out of circumstances or out of pressure. Yes, I used to be a smart person. I had wisdom, but I was playing smart. You should not exchange the two. The next one we have to consider is mind is not strength. A situation where people say, I get mind, I have mind. That does not mean you have strength. Please take note. The fact that you have the mind to do something doesn't mean you have the strength. Go and look for strength before you go out and before you launch out to achieve that goal and purpose. You must have the strength. You must have what it takes to fulfill that agenda. Yes, you have the mind. The mind is given to you so that you can not lose interest in that goal. But you need strength to last long in consistency. Alright? I've seen people who want to fight somebody, they'll say, I can beat that person. But they don't have the strength. That is, you're exchanging something that is visible with something that's not visible. Alright? So quickly, let's go to the next one. Not all that glitters is gold. Not all that glitters is gold. You see the statement, the statements mostly made by Nigerian mothers. Yes, there is mostly made by Nigerian mothers. Especially my mom. I don't know if your mom makes this statement, but my mom makes this statement very clear. And that is very true. Please note, check around you. Make sure that the people around you are not unfriendly friends. Make sure that the people around you that are smiling with you are the people that are needed for your life and manifestation. Don't go for what shines. Go for what is quality. Don't go for what is popular. Go for what is needed. Anytime you want to make a purchase of something in this life and destiny, I don't mean food or product. Anytime that you want to go for something, check between quality and quantity, the one that is needed at that point. You need quality most of the time. Go for quality. Not all that glitters is gold. Do not be deceived by appearances. Appearances are deceitful. Appearances are deceitful. And I repeat, appearances are deceitful. I've met many wolves in sheep clothing. I've met many evil men. I mean, I've experienced people in this small life of mine. People that, oh my God, I don't even want to remember. You will see them appear as friends, as gold. My mom will say, be careful, be careful. But because of trust, you just easily trust people. I didn't say you should not trust people. Okay, be careful. Be careful. Be careful. The next one is not all smile is on the teeth. And this statement, it looks like not all that glitters is gold. Which is it? But I want to come from another aspect. In relationship where people, they used to, especially ladies sometimes, they'll be like, Kai, my guy is not showing me love. He's not acting as if he loves me. Yes, sometimes you need to check and observe. That's why I used to ask questions. I used to ask people questions. How do you see me? What do you take me like? Are you happy with me? Sometimes ask people around you this question. Ask them like 2-3 times. You will see the truth will come out. Yes, the truth will come out because not all smiles on the teeth. Some people are happy with you, but it's not showing. Okay, that does not mean they are not happy. That does not mean they don't appreciate what you're doing, especially leaders. I'm a leader by the grace of God, and I understand that point where you don't over compliment the people that you are training, the people that you're mentoring, or you inflict pride inside them because they have not reached a certain standard. But you are happy with them. The smile is not on the teeth. Some smiles are in the heart. So don't misjudge a person by the way he approaches you, by the way he's treating you. All right? But be careful and use wisdom. The next one is not all rebuke is correction. This one is, I learned it because I noticed in my life in the year 2020 and other times I've suffered some certain kind of things from people because of certain kind of they want to rebuke you, they want to rebuke me, they want to train me, they want to, some certain things are not needed. Listen to me. You need to know when somebody is using you and when someone is helping you. You need to know when someone is chastising you and when someone is chasing you away. You need to know when someone is rebuking you and when someone is correcting you. You need to know when someone, let me put it this way, you need to know when someone is rebuking you or when someone is rejecting you. I didn't know that they were rejecting me then. I thought they were rebuking me. Yes, it's true. You need to know when you are being rejected. You need to know when you are being rebuked. Okay? So be wise. Observe around you whether you are accepted in an environment. If the way they rebuke you touches your conscience so bad and affects you that causes depression and they don't care, my friend, they are not rebuking you again. Alright? That is that. Let me not take our time. The next one is not all helpers are helps. And the next one is not all trial is error. Not all trial is error. And let me just talk about this a little. They say there's no harm in trying. Some trials are error, but not all. That's what that statement means. I have come to a point in my life where I try some certain things and they fail. And I know I'm not supposed to try it again. You need to identify those things, okay? When motivational speakers tell you, when you try again, after you fail, try again, after you fail, try again. But I came to understand that's not everything you try again. Make sure the things that you are trying again are the things that after 10 years of trying them, you will not find out that that's not what you're meant to do. Alright? And that is that. I'm almost done. And the next one is not all things you say. Not all things you say, not all things you see, not all things you hear, not all places you go, not all gifts you take. This is, I call it the principle of not all. There are many, not all. Alright, there are many, not all. Many. But I just dropped out these ones because these are the basic ones for our social life. Not all things you say, my dear, listen to me. It's not everything you say. Take it like that. Make sure you know who you're talking to and what you're telling the person. It's not seriously, it's not necessary. There are some things that we just open our mouth and talk around. It's unnecessary. And the next one is not all things you see. Pay attention to what you see. Listen. Observation is the quiet source of wisdom. By the grace of God, I learn wisdom through my observation. I'm very observative in nature. I see a lot, but I don't pay attention to all. That's what that statement means. I try my best. If not, there are many good people I'm associating with right now that I would have turned from them long time ago if I had paid attention to some certain things. So when you see some characters, when you see some things, it's not all things you pay attention to. It's not all things you see. Your eye may look at them, but don't see them, all right? And also in this life, what you see matters a lot, even physically. It affects your moral values. I'm skipping that also to not all things you hear and not all places you go. Listen to me. What you hear attracts you to where you go. All right? It's a principle. Check it. What you hear attracts you to where you go. What you pay attention attracts you to where you go. Make sure that you don't hear everything. Not all things you hear. Not all statements you hear. There are some people that I'm close to. When someone wants to come and start telling me something about them, I'll be like, no. See, I don't want to hear. There are some I can pay attention to. There are some I don't need to. I put it aside. Not all gifts you take, especially for ladies, please don't collect every gift. Like yesterday, I learned something very important. Please, you have to listen to this. Yesterday, I was in a meeting and the minister of God said something very striking. He said something so strong and I paid attention to it. He said, you need to know when to accept, when to collect Samuel. I need to know when to give back Isaac. That statement is strong. He's talking about when giving when God is trying to train you to give out, and you as a leader, you are collecting things from your people. You are collecting things from your people. As a leader, as a coach, as a mentor. That's all. It's not everything. Samuel in the Bible was giving out totally. But Isaac, God returned Isaac. He accepted Isaac and returned him. The minister of God was giving an example. So God was trying to make dealings with somebody concerning giving. So he instructed him to give him his phone. He said, give that minister his phone. So when the young brother came to him and said, God said I should give him my phone, it was not from his heart, but God wanted to test him. But when he gave it out totally, the minister said, he accepted it. And as he turned, God said, give him back the phone. He has passed the test and he gave back. That principle needs to be applied. Please, like me, when my people come around, sometimes they want to give me something. I will say, no. See, I know you don't have money. I know you do. You see this one you're giving me now. I've accepted it, but take it back. It's not gift to collect. And in a second phase, where I said earlier, especially for ladies, please don't accept every kind of gift. It's not every kind of thank you accept. It's not every kind of appreciation. Some gifts are traps to you. Some gifts are traps. And of course, it's not necessary to take some certain kind of gift. It will just become bogus in your image. Alright, I know many of us don't understand that now. Please, meditate on these things which are spoken. Try to think on them each gradually. If you listened to me to this point, God bless you. And I'm sure that you had value for your time. Yes. Please, if you have any question, feel free to ask me in the comment section or DM me. Yes. Anyone you can do, feel free to ask me. Promise Bennett podcast. This is just volume 1 of Wisdom Capsule. Volume 2 will be out by 2 days. After 2 days. Alright? And make sure you stay tuned. And God bless you very much. Thank you very much for subscribing. Stay tuned for the next one. My name is Promise Bennett. And in case you need anything like counseling or advice, I'm there for you. I'm all ears. I'm all ears for counsel. If you need counseling, if you need advice, or if you need any other kind of inspiration, contact me directly through my Facebook or WhatsApp or the link that will be dropped below. You can contact me directly there and I'll give you immediate attention. Alright, on any area except mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, but any area of life pertaining to life, contact me and I'll be able to give you a reply by the grace of God. Thank you very much. It's already 18 minutes. See you next time, or you hear from me next time.